Wednesday night baseball on the show from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The road trip continues with the second of a quick two-game set between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Shohei Ohtani gets the starting nod for the Halos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Stepping in, Marcus Semien, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Marcus Semien.
Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Anaheim. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. 67 degrees our game time temperature. The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
2-1.
The 2-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Trout coming on. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. First offering on its way, and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Chapman is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. He's ready. Here's the 0-1, and he just misses inside with the fastball there. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Semien aboard here at first with nobody out. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's already hit over 30 home runs this season. He could quit right now, and it would be considered a good year. But as he continues to play this season out, I'm looking to see what the end result could be.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Runners on first with 1 down. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Stepping into the box, Chris Davis. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Richard on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. A's 0, Angels coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Frankie Montes, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now batting, Tovar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Angels, the designated hitter, number
First
66.
pitch of the at-bat. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
You know, Matt, I try and look at the mindset of a lineup that's constructed for today's game. They're facing a pitcher that doesn't walk a lot of guys. 2 things are going to happen. You could either go in and say, hey, he's going to be around the strike zone, so I'm going to come out hacking. The only problem with that is if you don't drive balls into the gap or get guys on base, then you're looking up in the 7th inning, and this guy's still out on the mound with a low pitch count and a bullpen ready and willing. So this is going to be interesting, the cat and mouse in this one.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
You want to talk about setting a tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Justin Upton. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's a strike. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Runner goes for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Trout on third with 2 out. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Number 22.
First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So striding in, Stephen Piscotty. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Here's Robbie Grossman. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Grossman, once a Minnesota Twin, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. On deck, there's Jurickson Profar. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Now to the plate, Jurickson Profar. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Into the box now, Josh Fegley. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Ohtani is there, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Into the box, Justin Bohr. He'll
And
start things out here in a tie ball game.
The first baseman, Justin Bohr.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1 home. Bullet back up the middle. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping in now, Zach Cozart, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Bohr stands at second with no outs. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Ready with the 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Braves. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball one. Ball two now. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Calling for it, Laureano. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting it, the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. He's set, and the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball, and the count holds it 0-2. Ball and two strikes to the Angels catcher.
High fastball right there with a two-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. Angels strand one. Will move to the third with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. first offering on its way. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Matt Chapman. Fouled away. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Just hung in there on that one. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. Liner towards second. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Taken, strike 1 outside corner.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And Olsen with a drive out to deep right. Gone! Matt Olsen connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Here's Chris Davis now, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Ball even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Pulled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano. Line towards center field. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Athletics strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 Oakland. Leading off the inning, David Fletcher, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. Fletcher is truly an elite level defender, which is a big deal given the position he plays in the middle infield. Defensive metrics have become a bigger and bigger part of evaluating players, of course, and he's consistently among the leaders in these newer categories at his position.
Yeah, you can tell his pitching staff absolutely loves him. First step quickness, soft hands, an absolute cannon for an arm. This guy fits the bill defensively.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard to third. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, number 66.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tovar. He went down swinging to start the home first. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. One out, nobody on. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Grounded to short. Taken in by Simeon. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Angels are gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in once again, Stephen Piscotty. He drew a walk his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. The 0-1 on its way. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here comes the Angels manager now as he makes the slow walk toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Trevor Cahill answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Robbie Grossman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
One and one. Here it comes. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
That's the
Ball one.
That counts 1-1.
Two balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cutter, and that's a called strike too. Full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner goes for second. And the runner back. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second on those types of plays.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Stepping in now, Josh Fegley. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. Has a look, now the pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
3-2.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Trout to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 left for Oakland, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now in the box, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Here it comes. 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Long throw to third, and he is in there.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 in a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off the at-bat, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
Digging in now, Justin Bohr, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only 1 pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
A 1 pitch on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. There's one on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he misses again. Ball 3. Randal Grichuk would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-1. Here it is. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And that's outside. He lost in ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Grichuk.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and the big right-handed bat of Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
0-1. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-1 home. Misses. Ball 2.
1 strike.
Grounder down the line at third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 offering. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Grossman is going to get there, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So just the 1 run scores here in the frame. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. We played 4 full. The A's lead this one 2-1. So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next to Berkeley area native Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses inside. 1-0. So earlier in the broadcast we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, D-Row, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see 2 pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Now the 2-1. Taken. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Hit sharply on the ground. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And that's a good time to check out our A's leaderboard, and it shows that he currently ranks 3rd on the squad in that department. So stepping in, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
No balls and 1 strike. Simeon on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. And he popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Chapman swings, and this one's hit very well out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the A's open it up 4-1 now.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
In now, Matt Olson. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. 2-1 to the A's first baseman.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for called strike 2. Another 2-2 offering. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 3-2 pitch. Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. In the dirt.
I got to count 0-2.
In time, and he is nailed at second. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 22.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano. Here comes the first pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And he takes a called strike one. Two out, nobody on. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2. High and deep to center field. Back goes Trout at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate, David Fletcher comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The second baseman, David Fletcher.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, number 66.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Tovar. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. In there, and it's even at 1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
At the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Taylor Cole takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 67, Taylor Cole.
Ready now, Stephen Piscotty. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Stephen Piscotty.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Piscotty, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Now at the plate, Robbie Grossman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. Two and 0 the count to the A's left fielder. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. And that's over. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Another full count pitch home. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Standing in, Jurickson Profar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grossman, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Josh Fegley, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The A's strand one, but they lead it 4-1. Digging in, Mike Trout. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First offering on its way. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit at third. Chapman brings it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Justin Upton.
Digging in once again, Justin Upton. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Bob Bowie. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Justin Upton with the solo home run. Number 22 on the year. And the Angels are right back in it. It's now a 4-2 score.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Now batting,
into the box, Justin Bour. Yes, he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close. It's 2-0. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But the Angels draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's the A's 4 and the Angels 2. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Marcus Semien. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Matt Chapman will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Ready with another 2-2. Line towards center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Matt Olson will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. First delivery to him on the way. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Nope,
no offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball center cut.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Trout is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Here's the 1-2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, so a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did, and it's been incredible to watch. What a season.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Ramon Laureano. Gets a small piece near the plate, but it's foul, strike 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw on to board takes care of him, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Athletic strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Angels 2. Here's Randall Grichuk, and I think the question becomes how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. In there for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
fly ball out toward left center field. Laureano on the move, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a two-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
In now, Jonathan Lucroy. Liner towards second. Oh, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, David Fletcher.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Grossman will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, number 66.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tovar. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Joaquin Soria takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 48, Joaquin Soria.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Standing in now, Andrelton Simmons. Grossman is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 Oakland error, and 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. The A's lead this one 6-3. Matt Harvey has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hit hard on the ground to second and into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Piscotty gets his lead at first, nobody out. Three and 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Three and 1. Ready with the 3-1, and he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Here's Jurickson Profar. First pitch of the at-bat. Runs up and gets this one down. Barehanded on the move. Oh, but he beats it out. An exceptional effort comes up just short, and now the bases will be loaded. So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Phegley. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Grichuk giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He'll run this down in foul territory, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Nick Tropiano enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Hendrys Morales will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Out in front of it, strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Moore has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Angels 3. Hendrys Morales will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Number 12, Hendrys Morales.
Digging in to try it again. Mike Trout. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Good fastball there from Soria. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
The 2-2. Chopper to short. He's got to hurry, and he'll get in there safely. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. Here's Justin Upton now. He swings and grounds it to short. Profar for 1 on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Digging in, Justin Bour. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Grossman is in pursuit. Oh, what happened? He dropped it. And he's safe.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error. And we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Into the box, Zach Kozar, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Bohr stands at second with 2 gone. And Kozar even in the count at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Rendell Grichuk would be next. Lined hard to center field. Laureano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Angels leave one. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Chris Davis. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. A 1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Tropiano offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
In now, Ramon Laureano. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Bohr takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Here comes the 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
You could clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Count still at 1-2. And there's strike three. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. A's are gone in order, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Yusmeiro Petit is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Striding in to start the ninth, Rendell Gritchen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The right fielder, Rendell.
First pitch coming, here it is. In there, 0-1. Petit, a 6'1" right-hander. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Fouled away. The next 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Stepping in now, David Fletcher, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
A bouncer to the left side. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in now, Tovar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 0-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Fletcher is off of first with 2 away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him, and the A's have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
8-3 tonight. Oakland led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Frankie Montas earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Shohei Ohtani couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 8 runs on 11 hits. 2 errors, they left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the AL West, the A's got 11 hits overall as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 8-3. At the start of the day, the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Athletics are 2nd in the division, 20 games out of first. The Houston Astros picked up 14 hits in total as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field, 8-5. As of right now, the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Astros are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. Andrew Benintendi was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading Boston to the win over the Rangers 22-6. As of today, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Red Sox have now clinched the AL East division and a postseason berth. They will be playing in October. The Baltimore Orioles finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 12-7. Heading into the day, the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Yankees swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-2. Entering the day's action, the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Yankees are 2nd in the division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. The White Sox combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Indians 10-6. In the standings, the White Sox are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 17 games out of first. And the Indians are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Detroit Tigers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-5. As of right now, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. while the Twins are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Braves had 12 hits as a team as they dethroned the Royals 11-5. Heading into the day, the Royals sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Braves sit in third place in the National League East Division. They're 13.5 out of first place. Patrick Corbin won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as the Nationals disposed of the Phillies 2-0. He currently has the most shutouts among pitchers in the National League. Entering the day's action, the Nationals sit in second place in the National League East Division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. And the Phillies are atop the division, one game ahead of second. The Miami Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-2. As of today, the Mets sit in fourth place in the National League East Division, 14 games back, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Jackson Stevens got win number 1 on the year, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 3-2. At the start of the day, the Reds have now clinched one of 2 NL wildcard spots with the win. And the Brewers are third in the division, 19 games out of first. Joe Musgrove earned win number 7 this season as the Pirates got a win over the Cubs 7-3. Heading into the day, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Cards combined to give up just 5 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 6-1. In the standings, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Cardinals sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Hyunjin Ryu got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run as the Dodgers were winners over the Padres 4-2. Entering the day's action, the Padres sit in fourth place in the National League West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Dodgers are atop the division, 4 games up. Andrew Suarez grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Giants toppled the Rockies 4-3. As of right now, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Rockies are second in the division. They trail first by 4 games. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.